Good morning. Happy Friday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I pray that you are having an amazing start to your day. I know this is the end of the week. We're getting ready to approach the end of a year, the end of a decade, the end of so many things. But what I like about the end, that there is a new beginning. When you have an ending to something, you have a new beginning. And so I am truly excited about the new beginning. I'm excited about the new decade. I'm excited about the new year. I'm excited about the new opportunities. I'm excited about the new connections. There is so much to be excited about when you have a new opportunity. So I am truly grateful. I pray that you are up, ready, doing your thing. Good morning, Nikita. Good morning, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Barat. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm just grateful. God is so good and so worthy to be praised. And so I want to know, have you taken out the time to, good morning, Willie, thank you so much for joining. Have you taken out the time to reflect on your 2019? Have you taken out the time to reflect on the last decade? Have you taken out the time to prepare and plan for your next decade and your next year? And you see it. Let me invite, let me see. You see it. You see what the title of this live feed is, and it says that, it has to be logical and it has to be disciplined. It can't be emotional. A lot of us try to do things out of emotions when we feel like it. It's not about a feeling. It's about discipline, and it's about what you know. You know what you need to do. So it's not about how you feel about doing what you need to do. It's about discipline. And so I am super excited. I have I have a lot of notebooks and everything, but I have my new 2021 planner. Yes, I have my new Do Everything with Love planner. This was one of my Christmas gifts. So I love some planners and journals. And then I have my new, and this one was not new, but it was new because I just started using it. So you see, for I know, so you have to, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And in here I've already kind of started doing some reflecting, and I have my goals already. And I started, and I'm already well up in this thing. But you see what the title, and so these are the three, and I have one more that I'm getting ready to get. But these are the three that I would work with for 2019. And of course I would have my composition notebooks and everything. And this was my one for 2018, 2019, along with a lot of other stuff. And I know for somebody, they may feel like, oh, that's too much. You gotta do it. You have to do it. See, a lot of things you try to put it to your memory. You think you're going to think about it. Oh, you forget what you've done. I did some reflections for out of the country, how I had been to, so I was doing a last decade. So for the last 10 years, in the last 10 years, so much has happened in my life. So many things. Within the last 10 years, I adopted my boys, so I had an addition to my family. I had the opportunity to visit Ontario, Toronto, Canada. I had the opportunity to go to the Netherlands, Amsterdam, Corby, England, Stamford, and some other place. It's in my book. And I had to good seasons, greetings, Onika. Thank you so much, Alex. But Amsterdam, the Roermonds, Venlo, Corby, England, and Stanford, Montego Bay, Jamaica, Fort Lauderdale during the Hurricane Irma in 2017, Toonie, India, and so I was just reflecting over all the things. And even like on this morning, I kind of did all my places of travel in 2019, and and this is just for, you have to do this stuff. Jacksonville, Florida, Morrow, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Little Rock, Arkansas, Newark, New Jersey, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Hammonds and New Orleans, Louisiana, Kansas City, St. Louis, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee. That was all in 2019. So you will forget. You will forget, and when you forget, you'll find yourself feeling like, okay, I don't have nothing, I haven't did anything. Write it down. Write it down. So it's not about an emotion. It's not about if you feel like it. It is about, being logical, doing what you need to do, plan out your 2019. And another thing, your 2020. Another thing that I did, and I'm going to get to my message, but another thing that I did, good morning, Camelia. Thank you so much for joining. Another thing that I did was I wrote down my plans for 2019. I wrote down what I did for 2019, and I wrote down my goals for 2020. How am I going to improve what I did? How am I going to improve? How am I going to feed more people? How am I going to be able to train more people to be able to craft their skills in the field, at the sewing centers? How are we going to feed more children in the slumps? And how are we going to feed more children in the orphanage homes? How are we going to do? So this is all I'm saying. You gotta know your numbers. You gotta know your numbers. Even with my revenue for 2019, which I knew that it was well over 6 figures, but you got to know the numbers, because if you don't know what your numbers are, you don't know what your numbers need to be. If you don't know what your numbers are, you don't know what your numbers need to be. Good morning, Toshiba. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't know what the numbers are, you don't know what you need to improve. If you don't know what you have, you don't know what you need. So it is important for you to do you have a couple of more days in 2019. So this is what you should do. Reflection over the last decade, the last 10 years, reflection over the last year, and then you need to have a plan for the next decade. What are you going to do the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 7 years, and the next 10 years? The next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 7 years, and the next 10 years. And then what are you going to do in 2020? So really the next year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years. It's not about you feeling like doing it. It's about knowing that you need to do it, and it's about being disciplined. You are disciplined for your life. It takes action for you to be disciplined. It takes a made-up mind for you to be disciplined. It takes you making a plan and sticking to it for you to be disciplined. So I'm super excited about the end of the year, the beginning of a new decade. I'm super excited about all that the Lord has done, all that he is doing, all that he is going to do, because there is greatness out here to be gotten. There are things that you need to see. There are people that are waiting on what you have to help them. And there are so many places in the world that you need to go. And so I'm super excited. And now my first endeavor for this year is Intimate Altar, which will be in Arlington, Texas, which will be in the next week or so, the second week of January. So already have my plans in place, already have my goals in place. It'll blow your mind. Get your financial goals in place. Get your personal goals in place. Get your physical goals in place. Get your spiritual goals in place. Get your relationship goals in place. Get them in place. In relationship, you want to communicate more. You want to connect more. You want to know more about the people. You don't want to just know people. You want to know more about the people. You don't want to just like people, but you want to love love people. You don't want to just have a job. You want to have a career. You don't want to just be an entrepreneur, but you want to have a business that you love and that is profitable. You don't want to just be in some stuff to say you are part of some stuff. You want it to work out for your good. So I am excited. I see my Empowering 8 sisters are on here, and I know there may not be a lot of people on here. People are still out of school and off of work and all these different sorts of types of things. But, you know, even when you're logical and you're disciplined, you don't sleep all day. There's, you know, really, there are no days that you shouldn't be doing something. You should be reading something, writing something, planning something, or implementing something. You should be reading, writing, doing, implementing. You should be researching some stuff. If you're ever going to be great in your field, if you're ever going to be the best in your thing, you should always be doing something. You should always be doing something. You got to find yourself doing something in your business, something in your relationship. And when I was just going through my reflection, just for 2019 alone, I was like, OMG. I have so much to be grateful for. And so before the end of the year, reflect on your last decade. Look how far God has brought you. Even though when you do your reflection, you're going to find that you have lost some loved ones, you've lost some relationships, you have lost some careers or some jobs, or you've lost some, you've lost some people, you've lost some stuff. But you will find that you gained some stuff, that you have gained some stuff. And so look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, but know that the plans that the Lord have for you is for you to have a hope, for you to have hope, and for you to have a future, and for you to make it, for you to live in that abundance. And I am just in awe of all the things that the Lord has done for me in the last decade. And I am so excited because, 10 years ago, you was a little younger. I mean, I was in my 30s. 10 years ago, you looking at 32 to now 42, but baby, I'm gonna be 42 to 52 in this next decade. When you learn better, you do better. As you mature more, you do more. And so I'm just excited. I will be in this next decade, I will be hitting the 50 mark, and that's something to be excited about. You have a lot of people, they don't want to age, but I want to age. I want to age, I want to live, I want to love, I want to grow. I want to live, I want to love, I want to age, and I want to grow. I want to enjoy this life. We only have one life. Don't take your life so casually that you feel like you're going to have another one, or you're going to have another chance, or you got later. Today is the day. Make your moves now, because tomorrow may be too late. And so I'm super excited. Remember that it has to be logical and you have to be disciplined. It's not about an emotion. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like it. Do the thing that you don't feel like or you don't want to do. Do it first. Do it first. Do the hard things first. As Brian Tracy said, he said, eat the ugliest frog first. Do the hardest tasks first. Do the biggest things first. Do the thing that you don't want to do first. And if you do it first, you will get it on out of the way and you will look back and think, oh, it wasn't that bad. Do it first. I'm excited. I'm excited about the Empowering 8 2020. I'm super excited about Empowering 8 2020. I am looking forward to the things that we're going to do. I'm looking forward to all that God has poured into me to pour into them. I'm super excited about the close. I know Empowering 8 #1 is ending in what is today's date? In 4 days. But I am truly grateful for each person that participated, little, much, big, small, whatever, I am just super excited. God is going to do some amazing things in 2020. And I pray that if you are local, that you will participate in the Vision Board Party that will be on January the 4th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Remember, if you're planning on participating and you need to know the location, please just put it in the comments, or you can send me an inbox. And then also, we will start our fasting and prayer 21 days, January the 2nd through January the 20th, 2020. Super excited. Every day we have a different scripture, and those will be posted on a daily basis. The instructions has been posted. I will post again about the 21-day fast, the dates and the time that we will meet on the phone call. You won't have to say anything. You don't even have to be, because we'll go straight into. So the way that would go on the 21 days, everyone will be on mute. Everyone will be on mute. We will start with our scripture, go right into prayer, and let you go. It's not going to be no long drawn thing where we wasting time. We going in. We are expecting, because God is going to answer our prayers. So this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. 2020 is going to be your year. If you work it, it'll work. If you put the time in, you will get the results, and just know that it is for you. You are enough just the way you are. You don't have to be anything more, less. You don't have to be taller, shorter. You don't have to be brighter, lighter, darker. You don't have to be nothing more. You are enough just the way you are. God bless you, and I pray that you have an amazing day. Bye.